Friday's lesson ends with this thought that during the last days, perilous or dangerous times will come. So what will make the last days so perilous? Well, in 2 Timothy 3, Paul says it has something to do with love, a love of self and a love of money. Now notice that it is our love of self that impacts our relationship with money. Throughout the Bible, love is often defined as living our life in such a way that we bless and benefit the people around us, even when it costs us personally. Self-love, on the other hand, is just the opposite. Self-love is about living my life in such a way that I live to bless and benefit myself, even if it costs those around me. In the Bible, this love of self is truly the root of all evil. It causes us to envy other people's blessings. It causes us to feel resentment when other people succeed where we don't. It can lead to greed, which causes us to exploit other people for our gain. Love of self is at the heart of witchcraft, idolatry, sexual immorality. And when you get right down to it, at the heart of every sin is a love for self at the expense of others, including God himself. We saw this love for self in the heart of Satan, who started a cosmic rebellion because he wanted for himself a blessing that was reserved for God alone. We saw in the heart of Achan, who fell in love with money, and as such, put his entire family and tribe at risk. We saw it in the heart of Judas, who loved himself and money so much that he was willing to not only steal for it, but in the end he betrayed his master for a measly 30 silver coins. And the list goes on and on. So, what do we do about it? How do we guard our hearts and our minds against this sin? Because let's face it, as we say here in North America, at some point in life, everybody has felt the sting of the green-eyed monster we call envy. Paul says it's one word: contentment. It is this idea that we are satisfied with the blessings that we have or the situation that we're in. For Paul, contentment was not rooted in anything that you can find in the world, because let's face it, nothing in the world lasts, and nothing in this world can actually satisfy the deepest longings of our heart. In other words, when it comes to wealth, there will never be enough. So, Paul set his eyes on something much more satisfying. And if you look up and you pray about it, eventually you will see it too, and it will satisfy your deepest longings. As the Bible says, seek and you will find it. Well, that was our lesson for this week. Please take some time this Sabbath to visit your local Sabbath school class and share with them your thoughts regarding tithe and God's desire to see and to seek and to save the lost. Oh, and don't forget to come back next week when Cynthia will share with us her thoughts regarding next week's lesson, Giving Back. I know you won't want to miss it. Thank you. Have a happy Sabbath to come. We'll see you next week.